Yes indeed. I can't believe how amusing it is that I'm doing things at a different time than usual, and for some reason I think actually getting to the point where I might be able to recognize some of the music on this playlist that I wasn't able to previously, but definitely not even close to that being the case for all of it. But I suppose that's relevant, given how I'll probably be continuing to play this playlist while I continue to play the game. But for now, well, speaking of video game music, I guess I should do the thing where I say, yes, hello, I am alive, hello, at fault, hello, burn, welcome in to this thing, where I play video games at a slightly earlier time than I have been tending to this past few times. But before I can play video games, what I have to do, well, I don't have to do it, but what I want to do, because I have been doing this for a good while now. Yes, I will actually fade this out for a little bit, this Soul Calibur 2 music. I've never actually played a Soul Calibur game, I don't think. I don't even know like what the origination of that is. But what I'm aiming to do right now is actually go to a different source of video game music, and do a thing that I've been doing for quite a while now, where I basically play 5 completely random songs from a certain source, not including that one, which was the benchmark one, and I try to figure out what they are. So let me go ahead and play one of them now. And I guess grab my phone as well. Did I remember to charge this thing? I think I did. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but I'm gonna throw a guess out here and say maybe this is Viv Ribbon. Because I can't really imagine what else it could possibly be. But we'll let that play for about a minute, as I usually do. If I can actually input the freaking thing, well, maybe it's Viv Ribbon and maybe something like Animal Crossing, I certainly wouldn't know either of those things, except for like one song from Viv Ribbon. But I'm gonna let this play for about 20 more seconds before I try to find out what it is. That's pretty much my educated guess at this point. It could either be Viv Ribbon or it could be any one of the Animal Crossing games that exist in this database thing, which could be the following. Animal Crossing, the first one, well, not the first one actually, but the first one for GameCube, that's what I mean. Okay. Oh, I thought I was about to end, that's why I paused it, but no. I just looked over and this is indeed the Viv Ribbon. I got that part right. Apparently this particular song is called Viv Ribbon Blues. I guess I should make some kind of effort to remember that. That was song number 1. I'll do 5 of these, like I said. Let's see what the second one is gonna be. Oh, this one I actually know. It's like even before it goes into the main instrument here. It's from a song that I actually have played for long enough that I am able to instinctively tell what the song is just from the first couple of seconds, like even before that, I think. But I guess I'll do the usual thing and let it play for about a minute. It's actually one game that I was talking about. Another one of these VGM listening things, where basically noted how the music in this game does tend to have a lot of variations depending on like circumstances and locations, and this shouldn't count as a variation though, it's just like the main quote-unquote version of this particular song. And unsurprisingly, I'm pretty sure it also bears the name of the area that it plays in, like the quote-unquote world that it plays in. Even though you'll probably be hearing different music for most of the time that you're in that world, because you're gonna be in a different location, but well, it's been a minute, so yeah, this is Jolly Roger Bay from Banjo-Tooie, which I'm pretty sure will be confirmed once I click on this. Yes, well, no, never mind. Not Jolly Roger Bay, but Jolly Roger Lagoon. That was a little clumsy of me to say that instead, but sure, I wouldn't make that mix up in an actual situation, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, that was song number 2. So I've been able to get, I don't know, 75% of the relevant information in these so far. Now this, what could this be? Wanted to say because of the muted electronic sounding stuff at the very beginning that maybe it was Crash Bandicoot, but a few more seconds of listening to that and it clearly isn't. Could be one of those super quiet, super obscure indie games that a lot of people really love for some reason, like Dust Force. I mean, for all I know, this could be something like that. I actually have a Dust Force song in my playlist right now, don't I? Yeah. For a reason similar to... well, for the same reason that I'm doing this every time, because I have no idea what that sounds like and I kind of want to find out and be able to remember it. But if this isn't Dust Force, I don't know if it could be something like Risk of Rain or, I don't know, the other Christodoulou thing that's in this playlist, which is Deadbolt. Sounds like it could also very vaguely be something like Hotline Miami, but I'm guessing that it isn't. But I will still throw that out there as a very distant possibility, I suppose. And before it's something like, I don't know, VVVV, and it also has stuff that sounds like this that I have no idea about, right? This has many candidates in my head, I have no idea which one it is, so let's find out. This was Hotline Miami 2, apparently. How did you know it? And the name of the song is Voyager. By Jasper Byrne, apparently. Yet another example of how I really have no idea about this. What I can expect from the different Hotline Miamis, except for like very, very specific songs. I get the feeling that we had this exact same problem with Hotline Miami 2 yesterday, when I did the same thing. It's like, how is this Hotline Miami 2 and not 1? But apparently 2 also has stuff that sounds like that. Now this. I'm gonna say the source for this particular song would be pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure I know the game on this, but can't like immediately put a name to what the context for it would be or what the name of the song would be. Well, let it play for about a minute as usual. Yeah. Seems like it's really, really obvious what game this is from, but really can't put a name to the context for it or the name of it. Watch it be from a different Mitsuda OST and I'm just completely wrong. No. I'm pretty sure this has to be Chrono Trigger, right? It can't not be Chrono Trigger, but what the fuck is it? This song. I sadly don't remember listening to... Okay, I want to say I remember listening to the first 5 seconds or so of this a few times, but the rest of this is very distant and unfamiliar to my ears. Well, I guess I'm gonna find out what the deal is, because it's been pretty much a minute, so time to find out. This is, in fact, Chrono Trigger, and apparently... oh, that would be why. Apparently this song is Outskirts of Time, and it's the credits theme. Which will explain why I barely listened to it, even though I played a lot of this game. Because me actually beating the final boss and getting to the end of this game was a very rare occurrence, in spite of how much time I actually spent playing this game back in the day. What that was... what number song was that even? I don't know, but... that might have been number 3. Oh, well, this one's pretty obvious. Because I played this game at length, and I played randomizers for this game at length on stream. I have... well, let me just look, because yeah, I wasn't even sure if... all this information for this has been revealed to me, but that doesn't really matter, because I already know what this was. And this is the final song, too, I think. So we had Biv Ribbon, we had Banjo-Tooie, you had Hotline Miami, and we had Chrono Trigger, and then we had this. And I'm pretty sure this is actually one of the odd songs that is actually completely exclusive to this game and not the game that is the more famous one that uses this exact same engine that came before this one. And yet I think the irony is that I wouldn't be hearing this nearly as often in the randomizer versions of this game because you know, they actually have an option to have different music that isn't even from Zelda anymore. But yes, this is the battle theme, the normal battle theme from Majora's Mask, as if that wasn't already obvious to... well, it was obvious to me, but I guess it's not necessarily obvious to anyone with how... I mean, if some people maybe hear like a song from a Mega Man game, they can apparently tell that shit apart, but they can't tell the Grand Kirkhope OSTs for N64 apart. Which is, like, baffling to me. But apparently the opposite is baffling to them, so I don't know what to do with that information. Anyhow, yes. this even fade out? It's like 6 seconds left in the video. Okay, yeah, it just fades out very quickly, but that was 5 random tracks of VGM. I knew 2 of them, question mark. I knew 2 of them completely, and I knew the game for 1 of them. Actually, no, I knew 2 of them completely. I knew the game for 2 of them, and the other one I basically kind of throw out the game in my list of suspicions for what it could be, so that could have gone worse. Usually these go worse, I'll say that. What does this Hotline Miami song sound like again? Not the Chrono Trigger song, the Hotline Miami song. It's gonna lag things up again, isn't it? I suspect. Let me go ahead and start the game while this isn't the start of the song. Here we go. Start up the game while this thing is playing out again. See how we do. Oh goodness. Actually, hold on up. Dang it. I knew that was gonna happen, but I couldn't actually find the button or command my limbs to push the button to mute the thing. To mute the microphone before that happened. What a shame. But yes, apparently this specific song, which definitely didn't sound like something immediately evoking Hotline Miami to me at first, is in fact Hotline Miami 2. Oh man, I feel like those are gonna be like the biggest trip up for me. I don't know what would be a more big brain move, like learning Hotline Miami 1 and 2 OSTs so that I'm actually able to tell them apart, or learning all the other in-the-game suspicious in-the-game OSTs that sound like this too, so that I can tell that it's not from one of those. But yes, imminent survival. I think we're gonna go back to the imminent survival save here. Just let the song play out and then switch to my actual local playlist so I can see the metadata for it on stream. But yeah, previously on Morrowind, we were in the process of trying to complete the main quest for Tribunal here, and look at that spooky moving shadows, because the guards are like getting stuck like idiots on the stairs again, I'm sure. Basically what we're up to right now is we're trying to obtain certain weapons that we can give off to the museum so that we can get the final piece of the Blade of Nerva, apparently, that we need to reforge into something so that we can get married to the spooky floating woman that's worshipped in the temple here. Because apparently we're the reborn version of her husband, who was killed. But she and some of his other friends decided to give themselves superpowers instead. But what we're supposed to be doing right now is she will allow me use of the item, but only if I make some donations to her museum, so I'm pretty sure we determined that we have to donate a couple of items. I've actually done a little bit of off-screen stuff here. I went back to the mainland. Or, not the mainland, this is the mainland. I'm back to the main part of the game, which is not the mainland, it's the island. And I guess when I do Blood Moon, I will be going back to the mainland, because that's like an even smaller island than Vardenfell is. Much smaller, but I did go back to Vardenfell, and I got myself one of those weapons that's apparently going to be accepted as one of the donations for this, which is a bow and a tomb. It was all boring stuff, so you didn't miss anything, except, well, let me check something. Well, except nothing. You didn't hear me say the word except. What are you talking about? Okay, I think everything's in order here. But we do need one more. I mean, there's a couple of weapons that I have in my possession that I could also use for that purpose, but one of them is the one that I decided is basically going to be my main weapon from now on, which is the bipolar blade. So I tried it out, and honestly it seems pretty good. I think that's going to be my main weapon from here on out, but also we have the sword that we... Okay, I'm gonna stop this other playlist in the background now, if it will actually let me. There we go. Get rid of that window, and start up my own playlist again. Let's skip ahead to the next song here. It's apparently a Pokemon song, which is pretty much a guarantee that I'll never be able to remember this, but we'll listen to it regardless. Let me go ahead and adjust the volume a little bit more, actually. I think that should try to make that a little bit more subdued. then at least it doesn't clash as much with the game audio. That'll do, I think. But yes, I was talking about the weapons that I can potentially use for this. I got one of the weapons, I'm pretty sure, is one of the missable quests here in the city. The blade that the king gives you that apparently was belonging to one of his ancestors, so I could give it away, but I decided that hey, maybe I want to keep that, so I left it in my house in Elmora. The other thing is this, of course, which I don't want to give away, and the other thing, there was like a third thing that I don't remember if I... Was there a third thing that I'm forgetting to mention? Maybe I'm getting confused. But anyhow, we're not gonna be worried about that right now, because I actually shouldn't have even come here. Hold on. I'm being capricious right now. And let me be even more capricious by continuing to jump up and down wherever I go so that I can level up my acrobatics even more, even though I barely leveled up my acrobatics coming into this, you know, this post-game portions of the game. It's been down in the pits of the nether this entire time, and this is basically no different. But I went the opposite way of where I was wanting to go. I want to go to God's Reach, because apparently there exists a quest that I can do at this point in this very same region. That can give me another one of those weapons that I actually would be very much glad to give away. So let me see. I have to go to God's Reach and I have to go to one of the houses here. I think this one. Sadri Manor. I've briefly looked into the script as well. But we should be able to do this pretty much from the beginning at this point. So we go into Sadri Manor. Justice never sleeps, so we apparently hear.
How will Alexia protect us?
What, from the spooky weather?
Out now.
Well, if you talk to Galena Sadri, she just says, this, you're one of them, you can't fool me. You'll never get your hand on it. Save from the likes of you, from all you thieves. There's nothing for you here, just get out. So, I don't know how you're supposed to just find this by yourself, but you come in here, she tells you to leave. You just won't find it, and then you can talk to this guy. Apparently she's been like this for months now, and no one can seem to get through to her. We have no idea what it is, or why she's become so paranoid about it. Any attempts to discuss the matter with her have ended badly, some even violently. That's why we bring a guard with us when we visit. I guess that's what the guard's about upstairs. As a friend of the family, I just can't leave her to her own devices. I've heard, however, that she was seen talking to Albert Nermark recently. Perhaps he might know more. He's the enchanter working over at the Craftsman's Hall. I have no idea what business she would have with him. But if she's been making the effort to visit him, then perhaps he may have some insight as to her condition. Ask him about Golena Sadri. So we have no idea why this woman is apparently going crazy, but apparently one of the people at the Craftsman's Guild might know.
It's another perfect day.
Well, she's like, apparently developed this mysterious monomania, and well, the Craftsman's Guild should be right here in this district. And we have to talk to Albert Nermark. That wouldn't be the guy that's we sold all of our spooky armor to.
I'm the one you want.
Custom armor, even though he's wearing armor that I fucking sold to him off of dead people's bodies. That's a nice reassurance of that confidence in that trade. So are you Albert? Yeah, apparently this is Albert Nermark, the guy with the shiny robe. A storm's here in the city. How did this happen? Well, we don't really know, but let's talk to this guy about Galena Sadri. I want nothing to do with her. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you wanted me to go see her. I'm not going anywhere near her again after what happened. It was fine when she first showed up asking about enchantments and such, but when she had me look at those strange devices, it was clear I'd gotten in over my head. It started out with simple questions. She'd show up every now and then, acting a little odd, asking about what would be involved in enchanting various sorts of objects. I assumed she had a passing interest in the subject until she begged me to visit her manor to help her with something I was working on. That's a long sentence with... That's like 3 prepositional phrases in a row too, which don't even like just end right away, so kind of led me on. But anyhow, there were more than a dozen of them strewn about the place. I'd never seen anything like them before. Maybe they were Dwemer in origin. I stepped closer to one to get a better look, and it shocked me, badly at that. It took several hours to regain the feeling in my left arm. At the time, I stumbled and fell, only to hear her laughing maniacally. That's a good sign. She was upset that they weren't strong enough. When I'd recovered a bit, I tried asking what she was up to, and she exploded at me, accused me of being a spy, of trying to steal from her. She ran me out of the manor, and I haven't spoken to her since, which suits me just fine.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, that doesn't match the voice that I just gave him. She has acquired some sort of device that's possibly Dwemer in origin that can be deadly if approached, and Nermark seemed to think that she'd lost her mind. This isn't Bardenfell. He never spoke about anything other than enchantments. I have no idea what she intended to do. She's quite paranoid for some reason. Well, fortunately we got a jam on the playlist again. I really should add even more stuff to this playlist, I think. If only because I've definitely already heard all of it time and again during the stream, not just like in the pre-stream, but clearly there can be more to add onto that on top of what we have right now. Oh hey, this guy's outside of the house now.
If you are right, act today.
Oh, we brought him this information. You gotta do something. I step out for a bit of fresh air, yeah. Nice fresh air that you can catch out here. Only to hear the door lock behind me. There. That's how you're supposed to read that. There was some horrible screaming a few minutes ago, but it's gotten all quiet now and no one's answered when I pounded on the door. We gotta get in there. Okay then. Well, apparently the door is locked at level 90, but that's okay because we have the... okay, hold on a second. Before I even try to open that up, because I do have one scroll that could help me with that. But I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, I read it like one place or two that this dude that I was just talking to up here. Hello.
Ah, friend. How does the day greet you?
Might actually be able to sell me more useful scrolls. Yeah, he can sell me this and 343. What the fuck? I'm not paying extra for that. Fuck you. I'm paying the listed price and that's it. I will freaking spam this. Offer is refused. Oh really? There we go. My offer is eventually no longer refused. There. And there we go. I'm pretty sure that's just how it works. If you can literally pay basically nothing for an item that's on sale like that for barter. And I'm pretty sure because of the random number, the random chance thing, it doesn't ever get to the point where you have no chance, you have 0 chance. So if you do just keep doing that, it will eventually work. But let's see, we have a scroll of a catcher's lock splitter now, which apparently you can't buy this from anyone ever in the base game, but did I just waste it? I might have just wasted it. Hold on. Because I wasn't right up to the door. Yeah, I think I did. Hold on. I didn't actually... oh god, I didn't quick save either. You know what? Excuse me just one moment. That doesn't even work, does it? Shit. Okay, hold on. Let's try this a different way. Is that not how it works? Or did I... didn't actually write that with spaces, did I? 'Cause I'm sure it's supposed to... like, the man itself is supposed to be like that with spaces. 1, 1, 1. It's supposed to be 1 quantity, 1 direction, 1 distance, right? Okay, how about now? There we go. Hey, look at that, I didn't waste the scroll after all. It all worked out quite happily for me. Okay, this time let's not fuck this up. There we go. We unlock the door in a perfectly legitimate way that we were able to acquire that scroll. Oh goodness, what happened here? Hey, hi Ordinator. What, oh, there's like a sewer entrance back here. Well, it's a tragedy what happened to you, but I think your armor looks pretty sweet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it on the ground here, okay? It would be a real shame if someone wanted to pretend that they owned it, and were angry at me taking it off the ground later. Oh god, how heavy is this crap though? It's pretty heavy, that's big. Oh well. So what about stuff in here? She must answer little brandy. I will take probably all of these. Well, must has seems like it wouldn't be that worth it. I think I'll just take the cereal brandy. We can also steal more shit from this place while no one's watching. No one except a corpse, but hey, apparently he's not strong enough to project a ghosty of himself into this room, so what reason do I have to be worried, right? Oh, interesting. Journal has been updated. Discovered a trapdoor in the lower level of Sadri Manor. Golena Sadri is nowhere to be found and someone has murdered the guard. What sort of malice could have happened out here in the old Mournhold residential sewers? That's, I'm going to imagine, it's going to be cut off from the rest of the map, though, even though it's apparently part of the same map. Hold on, something that I should be looking at in the background here. So I feel like this is... I feel like this is going to be, this is going to have to be, oh goodness, Tadara and Dulis. A different person that I guess was in the house. Journal's been updated again. I found the corpse of Tadara Dulis, Golena Sadri's friend. She appears to have had her throat cut. I mean, I don't know how we tell that. Her throat looks fine from this angle, but... there's a thing happening that it's probably gonna have to make me... It's probably going to make me have to cut the stream short. That's what I actually wanted to phrase that as, but... It's just gonna be in a little while longer, I think. I might actually end up having to listen to something other than the mandated soundtrack for this during the stream, depending on how things go. Right, let's just do this for now. Get all these boxes with a pittance of money inside of them, but hey, money is money, right? I mean, this is basically gonna cover my bus fare for trying to get around on the island. Now how about this? Here we go. All these boxes have like very... well, not very different, but different indeterminate amounts of petty cash inside of them. Now, how about this? There's a bunch of blocked rocks here. But there's also the crank. Oh boy, that apparently can used to raise the water level. Did we just like death sentence ourselves, or is this like... oh. Oh wait, there's something down here even. Forgotten sewer. Oh. Oh god, I get the feeling that we... hold on. I'm gonna have to move quickly here. I was gonna say, are we doing it like the final room of Uninvited, the adventuring game, where we have to like slowly raise the water level so that we're able to reach the roof, but if we don't move quickly enough, we're gonna end up drowning in the same room that we're filling up with water, but I guess that's not quite what's happening here. Okay, here we go. We do have to just move quickly through there. Is another box with money? No, this is a torch. Which I don't think we're gonna need really, so... what the heck? Oh no. Okay, that was actually horrible. Let's rest until healed. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's probably go ahead and save one more time here, because it's, as I demonstrated back there, it's been a while since I saved. Okay, let's see. Very, very sneaky. Surely these things... nope, these things will apparently try to kill us no matter what. But that's okay, because I guess we have unlimited chances to recover our shit. Just by resting in between these expeditions. I guess I'm just gonna leave. Have to take the damage there, apparently. That sucks, so... well, thank goodness we can tank that. There's actually a bit of a poison trap in the the tomb in the mainland, or not mainland, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna keep saying that because Christ. Okay, no, unload that. Or I guess we're gonna load quick save. I don't know if quick save was actually before that. It might have been before that. Because I need to quick save after I recover my health from the resting here. You know, the thought of actually having to do this in a non-fantasy scenario is actually kind of horrifying. It's like fucking... you're walking through a cave, you get horribly injured by some kind of trap, and then... Well, apparently we're not gonna be able to avoid these things at all. Which honestly makes me wonder what the deal is. Hold on. At least that time I did save, and then you aren't able to avoid the trap at all. You have horribly injured, and then you have to just wait for several hours just so you can move a little bit, or recover yourself enough to where you can move a little bit farther. That's honestly kind of horrifying, but... Let me see, didn't I have yeah, this time-pressing chameleon. I have some pants, apparently, that can maybe help me with this, because I think it might be possible to... actually be able to sneak past these things. So apparently I am completely incorrect there. No. What happens if I rest here after I get like the first round of horrible injuries? Apparently I am able to survive that way. Apparently I just have to iterate into a universe where I am able to survive those injuries, and that's literally the only solution. Oh, this doesn't look good either. Okay, I'll stick to the left side. Apparently that's one that triggered here. This has been a really nice dungeon here, let me tell you. I sure hope we have to deal with this whole thing as well. What the fuck? Excuse me? Okay, I obviously have no idea what could have hit me over here, but apparently it's gonna keep hitting me. Am I gonna die from that? Let me rest here again. I'm gonna have infinite resting here. I mean, it's actually kinda horrifying that we get all these not even from fucking enemies or anything. It's from traps that are still gonna be there, I would imagine. Maybe they only work once or something. Oh, that looks important actually. What happens if we go the other way? What the oh, Christ. Proximity projectile mine. Can I destroy it? Nope, it's just gonna keep on doing that. I apparently can't do anything about that at all. Apparently all that I can do is... well, let's go this way next. Apparently all that I can do is hope that I don't get seen by it. I mean, I can clearly see the ones over here. There's fucking three of these things here. I do not expect to survive. Strange device. Okay, I think that I was hit by two different devices there. I might be able to do this. You know what, let me, before I even do this again, before I even go that way, let me go the other way instead. Let me come over here. Okay, now I can see those things. Oh Christ, those things at a wall, they're like trying to shoot at me or something. Because I don't think those ones actually like are able to immediately or instantly hit me with anything. That's okay. It made it to a place where I'm hoping that there's not gonna be anywhere near as many of those things. This might be the resolution for whatever we have to do down here. Hey look, there's someone there. Hey, what's up? You again. I've rid myself of the others, now you will get it. It's mine, I tell you, all mine. She's wearing glass armor, apparently. Oh boy. Does she have a ranged weapon? I think she might. This is going to go. Well, now you see the effect of the weapon that I have, which is like, it pacifies your enemies so that they basically don't bother to fight back at least for a while.
Now you die!
So I don't think she actually, because of the effect of my weapon, she basically didn't get to hit me at all, or even swing at me at all. And she had the Mace of Slurring, which is basically what I want out of that, because that's another weapon she can give away. To the museum. What else? Poison Grape Arrow. Well, we'll leave the rest of this crap on the ground, and also we can take the glass armor to sell, I guess. Glass Cuirass, yeah, I think we'll take that to sell. There isn't like a glass helmet or anything like that that we picked up, right? Because that's like pretty much the only part that we're missing. Or a glass set. Dietrich Longbow. This is also like really fucking pricey, but maybe I want to carry this around. I can't really use that. I guess that's what she was actually trying to hit me with, the Dietrich Longbow. And expensive shoes, I guess she gets to keep those. Nothing but the shoes. Died with the shoes on. You know what? I think I will take the Dietrich Longbow. Doubt I'll be able to sell that off with any kind of reliability at full price to anyone, but I think I have a bit of a plan for how I could do something like that. Let me see, but I'll just hold on to it for now. So that's it. I've killed Galena Sadri, and I think that pretty much puts me at the end of this quest, but I think we might actually have a challenge in just trying to leave this place alive again. I mean, we made it this far from the entrance once, so hopefully we're actually able to... You know what, hold on a second. Let me try something that I have no idea if it'll work on here, or at least not how I want it to work. If I grab a scroll off, let me put on my other pants too, because they're more valuable ones as far as I'm concerned. But if I select the scroll off on CV intervention and use it, what happens? Oh, it puts me here, okay, so I can just warp my way out of there. That's good. I don't want anything in the temple right now. I don't think I got any damage stat repeats, and no I didn't, so let's go right back to God's Reach for a couple of reasons. First of which is that I want to follow up on this quest that I got. I wonder if any of the people that were involved in that are going to have anything different to say. The dude that actually gave me guidance on what I was supposed to be. Doing here. What did you hear? Yeah, Galena Sadri is dead, did you hear? Oh dear, poor Tadara, poor Galena. If only there was something more we could have done for her, but I understand. You had no choice but to defend yourself. You did the right thing. She was too detached from reality to recognize you. Or probably anyone for that matter don't feel guilty. I can't believe I killed Margaret Detacher. Judging by the way that spell, that seems to be the case. Oh, hold on. Fucking mouse detaching itself from the window and scrolling where it shouldn't be. There we go. House of God's Reach, Farber and Brano, Discontented Temple. I don't think there's anything else that we can talk to this guy about that's actually relevant to the quest, so I guess that pretty much puts an end to that. I informed Alvin Laris of what happened to Galena Sadri. He mourned her death, but admitted that she was too far gone to save. I guess you had, like, the devices that the other guy was talking about were like... Where's the Museum of Artifacts, by the way? Is it here? Yeah, there we go. The devices that she was talking about were probably the traps that were in that cave down there. And she was trying to, like, arm them to protect the cave or something. Because she wanted either the bow or the mace, I guess. Maybe she got hit by the mace. Because that's like, well, we can actually read about the artifacts that we're about to donate, because this is the bow that I got from the other island that I left here specifically for this. Bow of Shadows, and both Bow of Shadows and Mace of Slurring should be listed here at some point, so let's read about those. I think. Bow of Shadows. Legend has it that the Bow of Shadows was forced by the Deidre Nocturnal, the legendary ranger. Rerlas Gil was granted the bow for a secret mission that failed and the bow was lost. Rerlas did not go down without a hearty fight, and is said to have, with the aid of the bow, taken scores of his foes with him. The bow grants the user the ability of invisibility and increased speed. Many sightings of the Bow of Shadows have been reported, and it is said that the sinister Dark Elf assassin of the Second Era Dram once wielded this bow, so... I mean, the only reason that I want to give that up is because I'm not a bow user, but... What about the other one? It should be here too, I think. There's like a bunch of weapons. I don't see the Mace of Slurring here, but I'm sure that it will be listed. Or accepted. Ascendanation. Mask Ring. Major Moloch Ball, the vampires. Ring stuff. Maybe just not here, but I'm pretty sure that the knife that the king gives you is also not listed there. That's also accepted, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, 'cause this has cast on use invisibility for 30 seconds and 45 speed. I'm probably get invisibility some other way, but yeah, we're gonna take this. We're gonna give away both of these items to the museum so that we can get the remaining blade piece that we need. Yes. The Bow of Shadows. This is a piece I never thought I'd see. Did you know the assassin Dram was said to have wielded this bow? I would be honored to have this on display. Well, we have to donate the item though to get the other thing in trade. Bring me a couple quality pieces and I'll be able to help you, friend. Wonderful addition indeed. On the other one would be the Mace of Slurring here. A rather odd piece from what I've gathered. It was crafted near the end of the Second Age by Kayanka. That's an actual internet joke. Kayanka, a slightly deranged Ultimate weaponsmith and enchanter. He had a rather warped sense of humor and apparently delighted at the thought of reducing opponents to a gibbering mess before crushing them to death. The mace has admittedly seen little use. Do you wish to part with it? Can offer you 10,000 gold for it, so it's like not even that worth that much money compared to other ones. But of course the joke there is that Kayanka would be rich. Kayanka, aka Lotax, aka the founder of Something Awful, who still makes content today. Every so often he does like a gaming garbage thing, which is actually pretty funny. But I guess he was also up to some things that were acknowledged by the developers by the time this game was being made. But we're donating the item. It will take up a special place in our museum, somewhere upstairs, perhaps somewhere dark as well, so we did the thing. And there we go. You've already been quite a friend to the museum. I'll give you the piece. I'm classifying it as a Dwemer battle shield, as I said. I'm not sure what to make of it. The spike attached to the front of the shield seems to be loose, but a competent smith can probably take care of that for you. Good luck to you, and if you're able to recreate the Blade of Nerevar, I'd love to see the finished product. Well, apparently we have all the pieces to do that, so we just have to bring those to the blacksmith that's in this very same district even. And I need to increase the volume of some of the friggin' files in this. This is one of them, and the other one would be the Earthworm Gem one. And I need to move this window down here too a little bit, like this, question mark, yeah, that'll work. But yeah, pretty much take care of that. Yeah, lower the volume, or increase the volume of some of those songs so that they don't clash so badly when something that's as loud as this fucking comes on. We should make I'm gonna make a note of this actually, fucking just for after the stream. Increase volume. Fucking what's the song that's in this playlist? It's not a problem. Scorching Torch and decrease volume probably of this, which is Lemmings Mind the Step, right? Yeah. I'll take care of that later, but here we go, we got the Dwemer Battle Shield, we got also got the Diedrich Longbow. I probably don't need to carry this around, but I mean, I don't know, I guess it should be fine to carry these things around unless we have, like, fucking, what do you call it? We have I don't know, unless we have what I'm trying to think about, which just completely left my mind right after it crossed it very tangentially, which led me to say that was we shouldn't have to worry about that unless we get hit with something that damages our strength, which I think also like leveled up off screen once, yeah. So I have even more strength than before now. I have now a total carry weight of 455, which is also the class number that I had for my first year of high school, so that could mean something, or nothing at all. Probably means nothing at all. I'm just pointing that out because it's a trivial thing to me. But let's see. Well, we found all the 3 pieces, so we actually shouldn't have left that place at all. We have to go to the craftsman's hall and talk to the guy. I'm supposed to be able to reforge them for us. So this dude right here. I know how to pronounce things, so yeah. I'm able to make weapons, not chat. Well, guess what? I have all this stuff. And not construction, to be sure. Let me see. These two pieces aren't supposed to be attached. Looks like a regular Dwemer shield with this other piece attached. Hope you didn't pay too much for that shield, friends. Nothing special as far as I can see. The other piece is interesting, though. Dwemer in origin, but unlike anything I've seen before. So Dwemer's shield has been added to our inventory, so we get to keep the shield, even though... it's apparently not a great shield. We should probably just get rid of that then. I mean... yeah, it's not even like that valuable, so maybe we can just sell it off to this guy, but... that doesn't take up space in our inventory. Yeah, have that Dwemer shield. And... but this pretty much would mean that we have all three pieces of the blade right now. We've got some interesting pieces there. I can work with this. Make the best blade you've ever seen. Not that I figure you'd know a daikatana from a butter knife, you fool. I'm gonna talk down to you even after you bring me this stuff. Come back in 2 days' time and I'll have your blade. Oh, okay. I'll surely do that. You're the one who wants me to forge a blade for you, and apparently you want to bother me. I said 2 days. Right, fine, we'll wait 2 days. I mean, is there anything we would want to do in the meantime? Probably not. It's been not even that long. I guess there is one thing we could do to occupy ourselves doing that in game time, which is to go back into that cave actually that we were just in. What is called again? Flashing from Nuclear Throne. I knew it was from Nuclear Throne, I just couldn't remember the name of the music. I should actually make an effort to like associate the specific names to the songs. I've pretty much been failing to do that. I guess this might also be like a house that I can have here in the city now, the district, because I don't think that there's gonna be anyone else coming back into this house now. So this can just be my house from now on. But one thing that I want to check, just one thing pretty much, and then there's this. Okay, there's another song that clearly needs to have its volume increased. Grasswalk. Okay, let's go this way. Get out of the thing. Go up the trap door to here. I get the feeling that these things are still gonna be a pain in the ass, but that's why we came here, kind of. See if we do get hit again, and we do in fact get hit again. We have to take a rest so that we can get past again. That thing almost killed us, because apparently the fucking... we just have to hope that we don't get hit by the fucking electrical attack, because apparently that one definitely has the potential to wreck us more than anything. And even apparently the red one has the potential to do that, so... it's time for me to just try once more to remember how the fuck we managed to get past these things in the first run through this place. These two ones that are bunched together like this. I guess that might have been how, in a sense. I think we actually managed to only trigger one of those on the canonical run that time. Christ, and then there's this. Well, pretty much the only reason that I want to do this is so that I can... fuck. So that I can check out a couple of chests that were behind a bunch of these things. Which are apparently indestructible too, so... we don't have invisibility, right? Like, I wonder if that would help with this. Do we have a scroll of invisibility or something like that? We do, okay. Do we have like just one of them? Where are my scrolls? Let's see. Flame summon... we have just one, so let's see. For how long? For 60 seconds, okay. Apparently they still notice me, so that's not really even worth it by the looks of things. And then there's this. Is this a different song? Yeah, this is a different song. That, wouldn't you know, it also needs to be increased volume. Crash on up the creek. There. Okay, back into the game we go. I just want to find out what's in those boxes, goddammit, because there's gotta be something good there if they're like guarded like this, surely. Okay, my autosave, so... shit. You know what, let me just go back and Since apparently the fucking invisibility thing didn't do anything for me. In the other timeline, let's go just... Oh Christ, what? There were 3 different attacks there, and I don't know why. I guess I just have to keep on iterating these universes until I get hit with a sequence of attacks that doesn't leave me dead. That's the only thing that I can do. Well, hey, at least we're certainly, you know, spending time here by just resting for however many hours. So it's definitely gonna have been at least 2 days that we spent in this game trying not to fucking die. Hopefully the game doesn't decide to crash one more time. Well, at that time we were hit 3 times for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure we have been avoiding the third one of those things in the other timelines. That one all the way over there. No, there's another one in the back. I just realized there's actually 4. Shit, well, this might just not be doable. Not with my present conditions. And you may say that that's quitter talk, but I call it, I don't know, realism. I was hit 3 times that time, what gives? Before I even got close to any of the chests. I can't tell if the one on the right is hitting me. I guess we are supposed to be able to tell which one is hitting them. Because they glow when they activate, but... okay, here we go. And apparently the freaking attacks they throw out each time that they do activate is completely random, so I really don't know what the expectation is here. Let me try something. We have like scroll of... what other scrolls do we have? I don't want to spend too long trying to solve this problem, but... Shock Guard, Savage, Spellbreaker, Dispel... Purity of Body, Unduties Unhinging, Mana, Leisure Elimination... Carrion Flight. I could totally use a Carrion Flight. Or something. Scroll of Healing. Well, I mean... Maybe we should just, like, pop a Scroll of Healing or something, or a strong health potion. What about the second barrier? I have no idea what that means, but let's... Now would be a good time to find out. Maybe. If I cast shield on myself, I still take the same amount of damage and I still die. I see. That's very helpful. What other scrolls do I have? Dig, health, feather. I don't know what that does. The first barrier. Okay, apparently the... I guess maybe we can get a stronger version of that, but I don't even know if it would help me here. Okay, this Mega Man song though, this... I have the 5th barrier. I wonder if that would be better. Let's see, 25 points. I get the feeling that it won't make a difference, but let's give it a try anyway. It sounds like I have any better ideas. I grab this. I still take the amount of damage that I took before and I still die. Okay, good to know. Good prospect right there. Okay, so... Shit, what else can I even use? I have all here. Maybe a potion would be a better idea. Lock, drain lock, restore health. Let me try a potion. Let me just try like brute forcing this with like a potion of healing or something. Do you have an exclusive restore health? I do have a few, yes. Okay. Nope. They kill me too quickly for that to make a difference. This might just not be doable then. What the fuck can I do? Really? I mean, hold on. I have a potion of reflection. Let me try reflection. That might be supposed to be a strong one. Well, apparently that does kind of lessen the amount of damage that I take, but I still end up dying right away, so... I guess that doesn't really matter. Maybe I can do a different reflection thing, but... I mean, I don't seem to have any scrolls set to reflection. Shit, if I'm just shit out of luck, then I might just have to I might just be shit out of luck. Strength, restore health, open, that's undo season hinging. And apparently invisibility doesn't do shit either, so I don't really know what options I even have left. Shock guard. What if I summon a, I don't know, someone? And have them like take the bait for me. Can I summon a flame Atronach and have him die in my stead? Go over there. Can I tell you to go over there? Go, minion. Fucking... I can't talk to him. Oh, and now he's dead already. So we both took the hit and he died instantly. Okay, so... Let me try something really brute forcey that I get the feeling is not gonna work at all, but that's to be expected. I'm gonna fly. Okay, yeah. I can get at least on top of the chests, but it's still the same shit, so... What a damn shame. Whatever. You know what, let's just leave. Guess I'm not gonna find out what's in those chests without, like, actually cheating for real. And not just using that for adjustments. At least this crab I can survive. I should have just stayed out there. Or whatever, at least this was a good way to kill time. But I don't want to keep on trying to address a problem that's clearly unsolvable in my current state. I'll just keep on resting instead. Hopefully this one doesn't kill me. It killed me. That's nice. And that time the first one did more damage than the previous time. But hey, at least our fabled Holy Blade of Nervar should be ready by now, right? So, gotta look on the bright side of things. This is the way out, right? It has to be. Yeah, residential sewers. This is where the woman's corpse was, I think. I might still be. Well, no, it isn't anymore, I guess. It's been too long. And it actually did disappear. Well, since I'm pretty sure that I own the Sadri Manor now, I could surely... There isn't anyone else in here anymore, right? Yeah, so I can just take a rest in this bed. I might as well see what's... there's a locked things in here. Maybe I could use those to like try and level up my... lockpicking things. There's... Soul gem, one of those, but I still am not really using soul gems or anything. I'm still extremely ignorant to how the magic works in this game, which probably shouldn't be the case at this stage, but you know. Goodness, let me see. So where are we going now? We got the Blade of Nervar. We don't got the Blade of Nervar, we will have the Blade of Nervar in just a moment, I think. It's surely been 2 days by now. I suppose you figure I'm finished, huh? Well, you're right. And before you ask, I don't know why it doesn't burn. I'm a smith, not an enchanter. You want Dwemer enchantments on this thing? Talk to a Dwemer. Well, I mean, we can do that. True Flame has been added to our inventory. I know, they're all dead, but look, I've had rumors of a powerful Dwemer, Mystic, Radak, Stungen Thumbs. Okay, that lived in Bam Zamshend. He's long gone, but maybe some of his writings still exist. If I can find any of them, I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, so... I guess our next step would be to try to enchant the thing. It's a beautiful weapon, but not a flaming blade as Almalexia has suggested it would be. Rogluk says he cannot enchant the blade, but he suggests I visit the ruins of Bamsam Shen and seek the writings of the Dwemer mystic Radak Stungthums. I think I might have already found some of those. I don't know if I took them. I have an option to talk about those. Talked about Dwemer. Radak's Forge. And there's nothing under R other than Royal Guard, so... Alright, let's go back to the Dwemer ruins then. Our spectacularly failed attempt to try and... whatchamacallit, if you go that way. Spectacularly failed attempt to try and get the trap chests over in the death trap caves. I'll probably try to find a way to get those chests as well, just to see what's in them at least. First, let's go ahead and spam jump as we make our way back in here. Caesar wants. Get down here. Go ahead and save. And get back in the place that has these loud creaking sounds all pervading. I wonder if now we'll be able to like make this jump on our way back, because we have very marginally been improving our acrobatic skills. Oh boy, here's the most lively version of the song that we found out not too long ago, that there's apparently 3 different versions of this song, and they're all in the same game, and they're all in the same database, so... That stinks. I mean, that's not too bad by itself, but the fact that I might have to actually try and distinguish them, that's where that stinks. All of Winds. This isn't the Forge, right? I don't think. Maybe it is the Forge. Maybe that's where this way instead. Centurion Sphere. Yeah, maybe this is where the Radak writings are supposed to be, I don't remember. I do remember seeing something like that, but look. I'm gonna clear this place out of annoyances once. Oh, Glimmer Book. Manual on cog replacement and maintenance, so not what I want right now. That's a trap chest. That's not a trap chest, but it's also doesn't have anything good inside. There's probes, there's lockpicks. I can take these. And repair prongs to actually use by myself. Probably just use them right now so they're not just sitting in my inventory. And these two, same difference, same deal rather. Oh, here comes another dude. I'll be very happy to not have you attack our friends. He's still alive. Oh no. It's like, still standing upright even though his head is gone. And what's in here? Raw salts and fire salts, we'll take those. See, this song actually sounds distinctive to me now, and I'll actually be able to remember this song unlike the other J Garden song. Appears to be a manual on pipe fitting. So nothing in... I get the feeling that we are supposed to look in this area, but I haven't found a thing yet. But here's what we can have. I'm pretty sure that our weapons or our armor has been taking a beating from the horrible trapped hallway. Let me see if I can use the armorer's hammer and pop my armor with my weapon first, I guess. Grab another one. Okay, there. Oh, but it was used up. Are we out of armor's hammers? But we still have prongs, so let's take those and use those up as well. There we go. Actually, some of this stuff is not even going to be the stuff that we're wearing right now, is it? I think it is. I don't know, but whatever. Same difference. I feel that some of this stuff is going to be the stuff that we picked up to sell, but it's not the stuff that we actually have equipped yet, but at the same time, like I said, it's whatever. Now, what about this? Schematics, manual machinery, maintenance, that's how you write that. Spoiled oil. Diamond, I'll take that, yes. Can't believe that I didn't loot this place before. Certainly doesn't seem that way from the stuff that I'm finding now. I'm positive that I kept it here, but I really just didn't want to bother. Not in here, I guess. Nothing in there. Oh man. Can't wait to go on an adventure with these souls. I don't do it anymore. I already came in here. Maybe we have to go somewhere else after all, like another part of the ruin. What do I get? Do I bet my own soul? I don't know. I'd have to ask, I don't know, Cuphead or something. I mean, you're kind of already betting your own soul in a way, whenever you bet the souls that are bound to yourself in the adventure. The cost of a great adventure is that you lose your own soul, or you put your own soul at risk. Can't believe those televangelists were right the whole time. Alright, let's leave this place and go over here. Can't believe the drummers won the disappear ball. They have a serious advantage, unfair advantage for this being their home field. Can't believe the drummers are gonna win the competition. Oh wait. Oh no, never mind, this is I guess this is a place. This is the place that I had checked before, and yes, we already checked. Just now it was not actually a place that I had checked before. Damn it. Well, I guess if there's more books to find here, we should figure out if any of them are oh shit, the ones that I'm after. There's the fucking enemy that actually has a chance to kill me because of his absurd attack. Power. Hey, a song from Silent Hill that I didn't immediately recognize as a song from Silent Hill for once. Is this an advanced guy? Hopefully not, because he might actually kill me. Does not feel like this guy is advanced enough to be able to kill me. Where did you put my reward for winning? Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the reward there. Maybe he just didn't want to spit out another message for some reason. Maybe I should restart the bot, but I feel like that would be not a great idea since it might like repeat the ping on the Discord. Okay, could this be the book? Combustibles and fire safety. No. Oh, here's a diamond that I didn't take before. This is your range from 4? Yeah. Treasure chest. If I like check this whole complex and I still don't find it, I'm just gonna try to figure out where the fuck it is by actually seeking references. There's a shitty Dwemer shield of the same kind that I just sold off to one of the blacksmiths up there. Dwemer helm and another Dwemer helm. Okay, I don't know where this is. I guess I can just keep looking for it. It's gotta be in here somewhere, we know that much. So what do we have? Oh, Red Export is actually further on, so I guess we should just keep going until we get there. Oh, okay, this is like the weak kind, so it doesn't really matter. And here we are, so what can we find in here? Are there any like sub-rooms? Nope. Just the passage of the water at the far end and maybe the rocks here that could have been broken off to reveal something, but not this particular set of rocks, I guess. Okay. And this particular set of rocks is not able to be removed, I would imagine. Doesn't really make a difference. But maybe if we come here and go to the left here, we'll be able to find something else. So hello, there's a ghosty in here. Radakstrung Stungthums. What are you doing down here? Leave an old spirit to his haunts. Well, let's talk to a Dwemer. Here's our chance. You wanna talk to a Dwemer mystic? Ha! Look, I'm no mystic, wasn't when I was alive either. I'm a soldier kid, plain and simple. Sure, I made weapons for my troops. No secret there, I'm no mystic though. But you say you want to add fire to that blade, sure. If that's all you want to do, you don't need a mystic whelp. I can take care of that for you. We'll need some pyroil tar though. Used to have some around here, but that was a long time ago. You can find it in the lower caves of Norren and Dur in the citadel of Mindrur. What the fuck? It's an old ruin far beneath Bam's Amshend. I swear no one is happy with a simple blade that... Oh, that might actually be the Dietrich ruin that we found earlier. No one is happy with a simple blade that cleaves bone. Always needs special effects. I mean, that does seem to be a pretty common thing, yeah. You just need a little something to apply to that blade of yours. Fine looking blade, by the way. Should give you that fiery blade effect that everyone has always been so fond of. And Mindrur. Deep, deep caves, an old Dietrich ruin. Full Dunmer worshipping those beasts. I say kill them all. Used to be a good spot for all sorts of resources, though. Of course, that was when there was any of us left who needed them. And find a place through a cave-in at the passage of the Walker. Take care down there, youngster, no telling what you may run into. You might discover a new way to die. That'd be something at least. You should be able to find some pyroil tar though. Bring that back to me. Well, we were already down there, but... apparently we need to go even farther down. Fabrication of metals. Machina power consumption, so we don't like actually find any writings by him. We just have to like find that stuff and bring it back. I guess we didn't find it before, even though we did clear out the Dwemer or the Dietrich ruin. Passage of the Walkers, so it shouldn't be that far off either, so let's see if we can at least get this done at this point. So I'm not seeing any updates yet on the other thing that will probably draw me away from this at some point. So let's see. Scroll through the horrible claustrophobic crawl space, go to Norren and Dur, yeah. So we have to use both the satchel charges for the plot quest after all. And I gotta tell you one bad thing about this item kind of is that it takes forever to recharge, but once, you know, if it does, then it can pretty much make a battle quite easily cheesable. I'm actually quite fond of this blade. So what do we got? Teeth at Nash, Grand Stare, and... so let me see what the journal says. The ghost of Radakstrung and Thumbs told me that I can get into Norren and Dur. He's not a mystic. I wish to create a flaming blade. He can help him to retrieve the pyroil tar from the caves of Mindrur. Mindrur. That'd be like somewhere else, I mean... Let me check to... check like the exits from this place and see if there's anything more there. We got to achieve that Nash. Okay, yeah, apparently I have to go in this direction. And apparently there might be some more friends that have shown up here in the Dietrich ruin that I haven't killed yet, I guess. Still spooky. Let's see, here's Mindrur. There's the Basilica of Divine Whispers, so I guess we have to come in here. This is like where all the Golden Saints and all the other monsters, Lesser Deidra, were hanging out. I already killed them all. I get the feeling that if there's anything that might have returned, it's not going to be nearly as numerous as the bunch of crap that I had to kill here during my first visit, so... Where could this pyro stuff be? I mean, it's probably not gonna be here. Maybe in this other exit. Not here in the altar, where the altar is apparently. Perhaps here in the Basilica, because apparently this is a dead end from what we can see, so it would make sense to imagine that maybe it would be here where the big statues are. Forgot that that's what was here. Let's go ahead and continue on here. I don't really know where exactly I would find something like that. That seems like the kind of thing that would be easy to miss, especially in giant rooms like these, but... I mean, heck, I don't know. I made it up to where you can look up to the crotch of this Hydra, but... Apparently there's no oil here. Perhaps if I were to go in this direction... and then... be able to climb in a different way and maybe find something else. Nope. If I look under the statue of the booby Deidre, I also did not find anything. Did I already go up there? Gosh, I don't know. What the heck I'm looking for? That's the thing, like, where exactly it would be advised to look for it. Maybe it's not gonna be here in this room, maybe it's actually going to be in the other previous room, and I just have to, like, look more closely for it here, I guess. Why would I be able to find something like oil in a place like this? I didn't already find it, I have to assume, or else I'd be able to probably talk to the guy about it. Didn't come all the way back out here for pleasure, right? Probably under Misk, I would imagine. If I did have it, but I'm not gonna have it at this point, I tell you. Fucking void salts, yada yada yada. Nothing that matches the name of what I'm looking for, so no. It seems like the only area that's really highlighted in this room, but not finding anything around here. What about this side? What about this turbo on the left? If we come up here, maybe here we can find something, question mark. What's on top of this thing? Nothing. To follow the sledge, I also don't really find anything more either. And if I check the entrance to this place, which is the passageway that leads over to where the room with the big statues are, I also don't really find anything, I don't think. I mean, this is the same passageway, right? No, maybe not, but I mean, independently of that. Apparently I just find nothing in here regardless, so... I mean, that's where that, yeah, that's a door that I was just talking about. So shoot, I have no idea. Where do I find this oil? It's just like a friggin' treasure hunt that I'm not gonna have any luck with, so let me see. Hey, this song. Perfect. Perfect thing. Okay, let me see. There are 3 pyro towers and it will work. One is apparently carried by a Dremor Lord. Norn Endure, who I might have probably already killed and didn't think to take that oil. There's also 2 sitting at the bottom of the waterfall in Norn Endure, the Wailing Delve. Waterfall. Oh, hold on. don't remember seeing anything like that here, so this is, if I go through here, it's gonna be called the Divine Whispers Basilica, so that's not it. Yeah, what I would do. Right, so here's the teeth that gnash. I should try to probably place this friggin' what's it called? Place the actual metadata in a different place where it would actually be more centered, but so otherwise it does this thing where it's just completely inconsistent with how it sometimes stretches all the way to the left and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know what to do about that. Let's just go back. So here's Norn Endure, the Grand Stair, the whale, something. Apparently there should be a Deidre Lord here that I probably already killed because I've already been to this place. That should drop the oil, and I guess if I go in this direction I won't actually find anything more, so... Shoot. Where's this waterfall place? I'm really confused about that. Pyroil tar. That's what I'm after right now. Only 3 exist, one held by Kashti Drur, the other 2 in Northern Dur, the Wailing Delph. Okay, so... I have to go deeper into the thing? Yeah. And there might be a waterfall farther in the back here, though can't say I remember anything like that with any kind of clarity, but... I mean, what else can I really do at this point? What the fuck is the Wailing Delph? I don't see any name like that in any of these places, that's the thing. There's obviously more water here, and we can follow it back into like a couple of dead ends here, basically. This is just an empty cave with nothing inside of it. I don't see waterfall here, and if I go in this direction it won't actually let me through, I don't think. Oh, it will, but it's the same direction anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Oh, I see, I can actually map the ends of this better, but once again it doesn't really make a difference. I've been to a freaking Morin whatever. I've been to the Teeth at Nash, and I've been to pretty much all the exits from this place. And I think Grand Stairway is just gonna be like a dead end, right? Yeah, there's nothing else in here. There's like a pool underneath. There's a thing. I don't think there's gonna be anything else at the top, but might as well check it again. It's no longer populated by skeletons because I killed them all. Well, there's this guy. Didn't get the memo, I guess. Oh no, ghosty as well. Grand Ancestral Ghost, Greater Ancestral Ghost, if I had to guess. And so it was. I guess pretty much every single weapon that I can find at this point is going to be effective against ghosts, at least. It looks like maybe there would have been, in a different time, there would have been another exit from this place up here, but evidently that's no longer the case, so there is no exit. Once you're stuck in here, you're trapped here forever, unless you jump in the water. Which I can't even see from here anymore, hold on. Oh, just completely stopped with no sound effect or anything on the water. I can't go through here either, because this is like an empty threshold that doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like the actual frame piece. So it's like, what the fuck? How do I get to this place? Let me check this again, because I'm really confused. I Pyre oil tar. I need to try and figure this out. Held, the Wailing Delve. How the fuck do you get to the Wailing Delve? It is deep underground, can only be entered from Plaza Brindisi Dorum in Mournhold. Okay, yeah, but... what the heck is the Wailing Delve? It's a uniquely shaped chamber inside the Daedric Shrine. It's a chasm carved by a very high waterfall. There are no enemies here, the only way back out is at the top of the fall, so it can only be reached by flight or levitation. How the fuck do you get there then? This doesn't tell me anything. Basilica of Divine Whispers. Giant statues of the various Daedric princes. There are Atronach residing here. There's nothing else. Okay, hold on. Citadel of Mindror is apparently a flooded chamber. There are doors which lead to the Wailing Delve and the Basilica of the Divine Whispers near the high ceiling close to the entrance from the Teeth at Nash. Okay, so I guess I missed the door. That didn't seem like it was existing at all. Just gotta bunny hop my way over there, and then there's the Teeth at Nash. This is not the place that I should be concerned about right now. Should be concerned about this room apparently. There's supposed to be some kind of high entrance or high exit near the entrance that leads to a different place. Maybe up there? I didn't find a door there. Wait, what the fuck? There's a door here that got marked at some point, but I see no door. Is it up there? Is it down here? Apparently I went right past it, but I definitely didn't see anything. Is it like a ceiling door? Oh, it might be. It's like way up there, but I guess that means... how the fuck would you get back up there without flight? Or not even back up there, just up there, period. If that is in fact where you need to go. Let's be in the freaking ground so that I can look at it. Yeah, there might be a door all the way up there, and I guess that's where we have to go, which is... seems kind of ridiculous to me. How the fuck would you know how to look up there? Which I guess is where you have to go. There is no other passage you can take here, I don't think. Alright. Yeah, I guess it has to be there, so let's bring out our flight pants. What else can we do? Where are our pants? We should have them here. Here we go. And there's a fucking door all the way up here that we were apparently supposed to find by ourselves. I don't really understand how. The Wailing Delve. Okay. Okay, well now what do we do? We have to fly again just to be able to get around in this place? Are you kidding me? Okay, we can fall down here, and I guess we shall have to fall down here. I'll tend to save, because I have no idea what to find here. I'll have to go back to the Dwemer ruins. It probably wouldn't be a great idea to, like, use a scroll to leave this place, but what do we have here? Bones that we can't interact with. Servant skull. Left glass brazier. That's actually good. Take that to sell. Other stuff actually. Quality fortify agility. That we could have used that in some previous times, but not anymore, I guess. There's just gonna be some crap just scattered around down here on the way down. Daedric left pauldron. Well, that's heavy armor, so as good as that would be, I don't think, but I could leave that somewhere, I guess. I mean, we basically don't see I'll take the cheap Rising Force potion in case we actually need that. Air Viper Arrow. Greater Soul Gem. What was the value on that? Hold on a second. Frost Atronach. Okay, so it's got like something bound to it. And that's why it sells for so much. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do with that, but I guess we better hold on to that. And down here. That looks like a scroll to me. All of the Black Storm. Here's a Dwemer Numa Trap, which apparently not even that great. Or 200x, but if we look around down here... Oh shit, we can even fall further down. That's gonna be this whole thing. It's gonna be just fucking making our way to the bottom of this place, like in that one part of Vampire the Masquerade. Bloodlines. What do we have here? Black Arrow Volume 2. Marksman skill increases to 17. I'm still never probably using that. Cloth sack. Expensive amulet. Is this money? Yeah, we got some money. We got Die Viper Bolt Ring, which poison might be good, honestly. I don't think we're gonna bother with that amulet. Cloth sack. Is there anything in the cloth sack? Yeah, there's some money. There's an apprentice's lockpick, and there's an iron ladle. The best weapon, I'm sure. Feels like in a certain other game. And Pyroil Tower, where did you know it? We found it. We found a bottle of it at least. It's supposed to be like 2, I think. Somewhere around here. Why the fuck you would think to ever think of it in this place in particular, but even if you even knew how to get here, but... yeah, here's another bottle of that. There we go, we found it. And I guess now we can try to leave, even though I think the only way to leave is gonna be to float all the way back up. I don't think there's any other way. So you might actually be fucked here if you, like, come down here with, like, no means of leaving. Like, if you come here with no potions and no travel pants. Or no scrolls or anything like that. It's, like, really dumb. Well, it's really dumb that they would have a place where they would actually soft-lock you, but that's what I mean. Not that you would actually end up doing that, but I guess it makes sense to expect that you wouldn't do that at this point in the game. To a degree. Not to a particularly high degree. Okay, please get back on the ground here. There we go. I guess we're gonna have to leave by flying here. After we got our price, so let me go ahead and get the old flight pants ready again. I can. Where are my hands? There we go. And see if I can actually get out of this place before this runs out, or if that's gonna be a bit more difficult than we thought. I don't know exactly how long this lasts for, actually. I guess we could just check the effect description for the item, because that should actually have that information, but... shit, where else do we go? I get the feeling that we're not going to be able to get all the way up there before this runs out. Nope. But fortunately we have multiple charges for this, and HP charges. Should be good now, this should be like the end here. We actually get a little bit higher up, because I think there's another passageway here that we pretty much were not able to reach. Yeah. Where does this go? This spooky, sweet mystery galaxy music that we hear. I'm quite curious as to where this goes. This is just like a death trap, I guess, of some kind. Well, my flight ran out, but I'm at the top here. Don't really see what the point of coming up here was, but we did it. Oh, okay. I guess we avoided full damage there. Let me go ahead and take a quick rest, and we'll get the fuck back out of here so we can talk to the Dwemer Ghosty now that we have found a thing in this horribly hidden place. How the fuck would you ever know to come all the way up here, or that the remaining pieces of oil and shit would be up there? I have to ask. Okay, at least we completed our quarry, so now we can just get the fuck out of here and be done with that. What's this from? Tekken 3, yeah. For some reason I'm pretty sure there's like a... some kind of... there's a song on this playlist from Marvel Superheroes that I keep expecting to sound something like this, but since I generally have no idea what fighting games sound like, I can't really tell if this is supposed to be that or what. I think I will be able to remember this as like a Tekken theme. Or at least I can try, I guess. Right, let's leave this place. It should just be a matter of getting to the previous area here, and once there, we should just talk to the guy again. Can get unstuck from the rocks here. There we go. Let's jump our way up the ramp here so we can grind acrobatics even more, and then... I don't know why it's only at this fucking point of the game, really late into it, that I'm suddenly have an interest in grinding acrobatics. I guess after I beat the game I have the fucking Ring of Sura, and I can actually not be at a horribly wanting state for stamina most of the time. I feel more of an inclination to do something like that. Well, here we are. Let's talk to freaking Xerxes here with his beard and see what we got. To find that pyro target? Well, yes, sure I do. That's the stuff. Here, I'll do this. There's your sword. Not a bad looking blade, actually. Good luck to you, youngster. I'll leave this old dwarf alone. Go. True Flame has been added to our inventory, and our journal is updated, so I guess now we can go back and get married. The crazy flying woman. We supplied to the blade successfully. We have True Flame. Long blade, one-handed, and it's actually got pretty good stats. We can use it instead of the one that I've got. It's actually really fucking valuable, I guess, since it's one of a kind and we've been through this much stuff, this much crap, just to be able to construct it. There we go. Acrobatics has increased. That's the same time as my athletics, so I'd say that was definitely worth it, wouldn't you? And yet we are only apparently 2/10 of the way to another level. Mostly very confused as to how the level mechanics are exactly calculated, but... Leave this place, leave the German construct remains that once tried to kill us. Let's actually equip that Blade of Nurbar thing. It's like this. It looks kind of fancy, doesn't it? Apparently it's quite worth it. It does fire damage as well, so that's really going to be coming in quite handy for some potential encounters. So Hearthfire Hole, that's exit right here. So with my improved acrobatic skill, we'll actually be able to leave this place now. By jumping, or will I still have to cheese my way out of here with the pants? I feel like I'm still gonna have to cheese my... Oh, also, I just realized this song has a long silence at the end, so... That's something else that I have to take care of off-stream. But I will do that. Let's see. For the time being, let me try and... Well, I will do that, I say, and then I actually forget that I should just skip to the next song. Here we go. Which is this song that I will never be able to identify from Streets of SimCity, because I've never played Streets of SimCity. I feel like I probably should. It sounds like this. Okay, I made it up to this platform. God damn it, if I try to... I still can't make it up to the top of this fucking column, though, apparently, independently of what I do. No matter how good I jump, I'm never able to make that particular jump. So now I get the feeling that I'm just going to be locked out of getting out of here at all, without using the flight pants for now. And here we are. Levitation magic does not work here, so at least we don't have to worry about trying to figure out when that's gonna run out. Well, let's quickly drain our stamina yet again and slowly make our way over to where the temple is so we can meet with the one who wanted us to do all this.
Good for the Empire.
Yeah, good for all. Good for all of us. Clearly. No strings attached ever. With my pile of Sujama that I have right there. And that I'm saving for a very special purpose. Probably will need to grow even larger, that pile of Sujama, but yes, it isn't right now. If she still can... There is Hilaire. Let me see.
Many blessings upon you, my loyal servant.
Yeah, many blessings. Well, guess what I did? Greetings, my dear servant. You were to forge the blade of Nerebar once again, and so I did. Blade is reforged. Our time has almost arrived. There is one obstacle that stands in our way, though it pains me to believe that it is so. Saw the Sill. I cannot count the times I have fought by the magician's side. It was he who stood with me on the day I fought in Mournhold and banished Maruna's Dagon to the depths of oblivion. It was Saw the Sill who was able to delve the mysteries of Kagranak's tools and raise me to my rightful station. Okay, that's a nice way to phrase things. Now, though, the Tinkerer has become unstable. Yeah, it was totally him, and only him. Once Saw the Sill was like we are, the Lord Vivek and I. He spent time amongst these mortals, instructing them, counseling them, protecting them from harm. He may have loved them more than anything of us, though I do not know why. It has been many years since any have seen the sorcerer, though. Many more since he took initiates into his service. I believe he grew weary of mortal imperfections and retired to his clockwork city where he reshapes life, and some say the very world into an image he finds pleasing. His lore is as puzzling as the mind of the sorcerer himself, ever moving, ever changing, its levers and gears responding to its master's will alone. It is here he performs his profane experiments, aided by his magic and tainted by his madness. Really. I have suspected for some time that the Lord Saw the Sill had entered Sheogorath's realm. His visits have been more and more infrequent and punctuated by violent fits of anger. He began to speak of the fall of the Tribunal and the return of the old gods, but Saw the Sill is not a seer, he is a maker. He shapes the here and the now, while only I have been privy to what is to come. I know this, he is no longer the man he once was. He is completely mad. It was his creations, these fabricants that attacked my city. This once great man is now a danger to Mournhold and all of Morrowind. He must be stopped. I believe it is your calling to stop Saw the Sill's mad schemings. I do not know that he can be reasoned with, but it is possible. If he cannot be, you must end his life. Though the idea saddens me, it is best for Morrowind, and it is best for him as well. You have the power to do this. The true flame can kill a god, fielded by one of noble intent. Oh really, that's useful information. Steal yourself in the mirror and do what must be done. I will send you to his clockwork city now if you are prepared. Well, what if I don't want to go? Hold on. There is no time, not time to waste. Make your preparations quickly. Okay, well. I guess I'll make a note to see if you're cold. Yeah, sure.
What may I do for you, my child?
Saw the Sill must be stopped. Can we repeat that whole conversation? When he once was, Saw the Sill. Unstable. Clockwork City. Saw the Sill has gone mad. His madness. Man he once was must be stopped. Can I not go further back in that conversation? Maybe not. Here's another crash one, so I should raise the volume off. This is Stormy Ascent or something like that, right? Is this Stormy Ascent actually called? Like actually called Stormy Ascent? Nope, Slippery Climb. You know that Stormy Ascent is like the COD level from Crash 1 that was restored in the insane version. That's kind of noted for being really difficult, but think that even getting all the gems in fucking Crash and Crash 1, 2, and 3 in either version is a freaking joke compared to getting any of the relics in any version. I fucking hate force speedrunning mechanics. Well, let's see. Okay, I guess Forza Blade would be the one that we have to talk about. To repeat the conversation there. Are you prepared now to stop south the Sill and take your place amongst the gods? Sure. This can't possibly go wrong. Then I shall send you away. Do what you must, everybody. Okay, here we are. South the Sill, outer flooded holes. Interesting. So I guess we have to deal with more Dwemer crap in this place, if I had to imagine. What is this? I guess we just can't just open that. They have to go back here? No. I guess we can't actually go back to Mournhole after we initiate this, so I hope that we're prepared for whatever crap we may need to face here. There's that lever. Here we go. I mean, yeah, what do you expect when you leave something like that in? Oh, Christ. But I got in a room full of water. Oh shit. Oh, okay, this looks fun. What is this again? This is Shadow of the Colossus. There we go. I feel like Shadow of the Colossus is gonna be one of the hardest OSTs for me to actually remember what individual songs sound like. Or if it even has a persistent sound that I can potentially claim could be applied to all the different songs as a whole. I get a feeling that won't be the case though, right? I say, is this a dead end and we have to open the thing again, but I guess this is just a dead end, but we don't have to do anything there. Just causes that thing to close again. Guess it makes sense to have levers on both sides of that door. What about this? Inner flooded holes. Okay. Hey, is this a fabricant that I see? Yep, I just realized that the fabricant is the creature that's in the... Oh, it's not actually dead yet. Is a creature that's in the launcher of the game. That makes sense to just talk about it, because I don't think I've ever actually shown that on stream, but if you launch the Steam version of the game, that's one of the creatures that just has a launcher, along with like a wolf. I think it actually made me wonder. Because, you know, it shows the Tribunal and Blood Moon expansions, if that's actually what the freaking Tribunal people are gonna look like. No, apparently that's just a completely different thing. What's this? 45 speed elixirs that might be somewhat useful, but I don't know if I'm gonna be needing to use them right now. And then there is this, which grabs power. It's one of those many songs that I've come to find out recently that just sort of had a vibe to them in the beginning. That's... I will not use this blade quite yet. I'm supposed to use this blade for like the final fight here. I'm just like wearing out its charge. What about the charge for the other blade that I have though? That one's like theoretically got more charge, but I feel like that one does empty out more quickly, I don't know. 38. It's got 38 charge right now. It still has 38 charge. Yeah, this thing's kinda just recharge very slowly, that's the thing. Intense. Okay, so we hit a dead end again. That's probably a good thing, because it means that I've accomplished my unspoken calling of trying to get as much of this place mapped out as possible. Alright, let's try to not get horribly killed here, which might very well happen when these guys try to, like, come after us. I get the feeling that's pretty much what happened in the back there. Try to follow along, but then they fail to account for these things. Fucking killing them instead. Okay, and we can just go through Hall of Delirium right here. That's a good name for a place. I think I want these sparks to fall onto me, so I should take a quick rest here. Just gonna lean with my back against the wall and just hang out for a bit in this hall of sparks falling down onto me. It kind of reminds me of something you would see in one of the Thief games, which I think is a good sign. Okay, yeah, this looks like a fun time right here. Is that guy ever gonna be able to get past? No, I don't think so. I guess we could maybe get past this by going to the very edge, but I have a feeling that the traps in these rooms are gonna be just killing the monsters more than we are. After a certain point. Not quite sure what to think or what to expect of what's at the end here. Oh boy. Here comes another fabricant. Hold on a second. Let me try something. Let me see if I can, like, lure this fabricant to chase me past this trap-in hallway. While avoiding it myself, which yes I can. I stand under the spark shower, yes I can. Okay, come over here, please. Look, I'm just over here. You can clearly get to me. I don't know what's keeping you. I'll have fun with that, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I think he's in range of the trap now. Just need to wait for him to die. Hopefully it will happen. I think that it will happen at some point. There we go. Now that he's dead and I haven't been wasted putting anywhere and turn my weapon. Okay, never mind. This true flame actually does, like, recharge fairly quickly in comparison. Or maybe some of that was because I ended up waiting. That priced a lot. Ended up waiting and doing a rest, and that's probably, like, the passage of time from that probably has had something to do with why the charge came back to that degree. But I mean, it was 80 something, 83. Yeah, maybe that has to happen. It won't actually recharge if I don't do something like that. Now who's back here? A bunch of fabricants. I don't want to fight any of them directly. Apparently we'll have to do this somehow. If only so he will let me through, and apparently he'll be able to fucking do that and stagger me. How much sense as that makes. Okay, let's not go that way. He's not with the fabricant still alive. Let's lure him over here so he can slowly be killed by the trap here. There we go. Good stuff. Things are nearby. You will be other fabricants over here as well, whether I can. Well, there's one at least. I'll repeat the stunt where I lure them into a trap. This guy seems to be very indecisive about where he wants to go, so maybe I should go a different way. I just realized that both of these places lead to the same, that they're connected. I should have expected that, I guess. And now it's gotten to the point where you can barely hear the music over there. The thing. Hold on a bit. Sylvania, okay, hold on. Ooh. Okay, I might actually have to stop the music from my own source in just a little bit so I can listen to a thing that... It's gonna be the same thing that's gonna be taking me away from the game in a little while, I would expect. Okay, so what if I go up the stairs here? They can't chase me up the stairs, surely. They're not that clever girls. Well, that guy's trying his best, but... I have a feeling that it won't result in anything. Here's a bash door. Oh shit. He got teleported up here. Alright, fine, I'll fight you. That insistent about that. I don't know that I can get past this door, but there's something back there, certainly. What about this? Is this a different door? Yeah, Chamber of what? Solech. Oh, hello. So we get a different fabricant, I guess. Probably the same kind of fabricant as fabricant as we would have seen in the attack scene. Back when that happened. With a hulking fabricant elixir which fortifies strength, which might be within my interest, but I want to rest so that I can get my health back, but apparently that's not going to happen quite yet. And not here. Oh shit, there's small fabricant, so I guess this explains why I can't rest quite yet. Oh, I ended up dying. Hold on. Yeah, let's go ahead and load a quick save. Wish that I could have loaded it manually there. Guess I'm gonna have to go back and go a few rooms away just so I can rest after all. I'm still in the radius of the other fabricants. And apparently none of them try to make any kind of effort to go up the stairs either. So, enemies are nearby. Enemies that apparently will not chase me to where they're supposed to come, so that I can lure them into traps and have them all killed by the environment. Or this guy might maybe make it. There we go. There we go. Just going to wander around in front of that trap for just a little bit longer. I have faith that he will eventually die from this follow there. If there were more traps like that I could lure these fuckers into so they can be killed without my involvement, that would be really neat. Yeah, I can actually hear the fucking damage sound effects after the trap does if I get close enough. Because the trap just takes its sweet time killing this guy after all. That's the main problem here, it's not a placement problem. Oh, this is fun. Is there anything else that I can do to hurry this along? Maybe I can come over here and poke the guy himself. Oh, Christ. And I'm not killing myself. Kind of defeats the purpose of the trap doing the work for me. And apparently there's yet another enemy here. I was trying to clear out this room so that I could rest, but apparently there's this dude who refuses to accept his fate. I'm gonna see if I can get him to chase me to the other set of traps that's over here, because that one does seem to be a little bit more efficient at doing its job. Hello? There we go. Seasonal pregame going on while we wait for me to do better with the bot. Boy, so the thing that I'm waiting for. I might actually have to cut this short in the middle of this whole sequence to get to be a little bit more delayed than I thought. Oh, no, I don't want to get pulled magnetically by gravity towards the trap myself. Is he gonna come close enough to where he's in the trap, or do I have to do something here? Can't tell if he's gonna die or not. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to kill him myself. First we missed this. I'm gonna have to fucking do that. Alright, I was able to get my health back and maybe even get some more charge back for the... Yeah, apparently the True Flame charge came back completely just from me resting that one time, I guess, because I needed to rest for a long time, but... apparently if I want to get the charge back for the True Flame, all I gotta do is rest for a few hours. And that's basically all taken care of. Alright, let's go ahead and... take care of business here and do something similar, I guess. There's no enemies nearby, but I don't even know what other enemies there would be left in this room, maybe. I was gonna say maybe a fabricant fell in the hole here, but I get the feeling that if that did happen, it would have died, so I have no idea what happened. I do remember seeing a third fabricant in this room, but apparently it just disappeared into nothingness. So I don't know Why the fuck is it not letting me rest anymore? Guess we're just not gonna worry about that. Just gonna keep on saving. Let's see, it's gonna be another half hour before that thing is on, so maybe I can put some speed into this and get somewhere. Maybe I can just, I'll just have to end up playing that and this at the same time. Oh Christ. I just love it when the first thing that happens that I'm fucking staggered. I'll surely survive this. I'm really stubborn about not wanting to use fucking... Yeah, there we go. Healing potions or anything like that for this, so I'm just gonna like have to tank it until things go my way, which thankfully did happen the first time there. Alright, just leave the potions on the floor. I guess there mustn't be anything more if we are allowed to rest back there. I mean, we've come all the way up here, now what? And should I even bother to have the freaking music in the background anymore if the freaking sounds from this area are just gonna completely drown it out? And maybe even drown my own voice out, because I think that's actually kind of loud. I get the feeling that it's not actually doing that, but it feels like it has the potential to. So what's my volume at right now? I can't even... Let me see the volume number, hold on. Okay, this is a bit more realistic to what you would hear on stream, I think. That's kind of loud, so let me turn it down a little bit actually to where... I don't know, that much. So I'm gonna be like on the high end of the yellow bar and the audio levels, but... Okay, I officially have no idea where I have to be going here. I don't think. This might have just been a dead end. I guess I maybe have to go back and deal with the broken door in the other room, and that's actually the one that's gonna lead where I am expected to go here. Let's see... That would be... yeah, this door. How do I get past this door? Do I have to like... Oh, okay. All I gotta do is jump. Christ, we got a freaking full party of fuckers trying to deal with me at the same time here. And even managing to stagger me, so that's a good sign. I'd have to just run here. See if I can lure them into traps again or something. Seems like it would be a better chance of survival with that. Dome of Caslan already. We got the same shit going on already. I don't want to fight more fabricants and die from attrition. Also, I'm not quite sure why I'm not at full health there, but let me see. What the fuck do you mean I can't rest enemies or no? Okay, hold on to it just a second. Do you mean to tell me that I actually didn't save after killing these guys that are up here? Apparently you do. Interesting. Oh, whatever. Same deal happened that time. I was able to succeed. And I'm able to map this whole place out. Just for the hell of it, but just as before, I guess we learned that we don't actually have any means to proceed if we go in that direction, so I have to go elsewhere. Let's rest here. Get me that sweet, sweet True Flame charge back. Get me another save before I go through this door. And let me just get through here, because I feel like fighting the fucking fabricant isn't even gonna be worth it at this point. It's just like a way to drain your resources when it's all about attrition at this point. It feels like. Christ. Need to get through. Can I at least, make my way past them like this? There we go. They do seem to be very, very good at... Oh, Christ. Homing in on you. Okay, I'm gonna have to was gonna say get up there and hope that that doesn't happen. Hold on a second, I got an idea. Because I'm pretty sure the quick save is before I go into the flaming door right here. So I can avoid damage here, kind of, by just getting up on the edge here and... Christ, being cheap shotted by the fucking... No, fuck that. I don't want to be staggered. Cheap shotted by the verminous one. But I do see that I have the right magic charge up already, so that shouldn't be an issue, at least. Yeah, that's right, just let me through, you fucking thing. And let me activate my magic here. Levitation magic does not work here, son of a bitch. I guess that's not gonna work out after all. It's just gonna be a matter of hoping that this lines up perfectly. I need to really fucking hurry up and go around the circumference of this thing before that happens, but that might not be possible. So I don't really know how I'm gonna do this if I can't move fast enough or fly. Maybe I need to use a potion of agility, of speed, something like that. If fucking levitation isn't even going to work out for me. It feels pretty unfair. Okay, hold on. I made it this far. I made it to this room and I'm basically unscathed. But I do need to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna be able to get past the big machine here without dying. Can I, like, duck under it? It doesn't look like I can duck under it, no. And even if I hit the part of it that isn't the big bladed parts, it still kills me instantly. So I guess I might just have to do something like pop a health potion or a speed potion, I mean. And hope that that works out for me. Let's see, I don't know, do I have quality fortified speed or something? I definitely have standard fortified speed. I get a feeling this thing gonna do shit, but I shall try it. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get all the way to the door before that thing catches up to me, but I think I did get farther that time, so there's that. Speaking of Allergia Gardens earlier, it actually came up this time. Actually, hold on, let me check this thing in the background for a bit. Cancel, return. Let's get in here. Because that was a standard, the shitty standard restore agility thing, so, or fortify agility. Speed. Okay, so once I'm here, do I have any better quality potions that do that? Fortify, exclusive potion, fortify magic, and fortify speed. I have exclusive fortify speed, let me try this. It feels like it doesn't really make that much of a difference either, honestly. Nope. I feel like I got pretty much the same. Let me see. Do I have like some potions of there are not potions, but there are boosts that can give me a related effect. I'm pretty sure that those ones would stack. So maybe that's what I'm after right now. I have standard potions. I don't have Sujama right now. I just have Cyrodiilic Brandy, which doesn't help with that. Might be fucked if I can't actually do anything. Pyroil Tar while they're breathing. I can't fucking fly. I have Talvani Bog Musk, which is for personality. I wonder if any of these magical items will help, like fortify speed, speechcraft, strength, magicka. I mean, does the Kai's ring help with that? No, it just helps for luck and for security, but that's not what we need right now. If we could fly, this wouldn't be a problem. Of course, the game has to fight for a fucking curveball there. Fortify speed for 5 points. Well, that's cool and all, but is that really gonna help me? I have to wonder. What ring? Which rings do I have right now? Ring of Sura, which is the good one, and Kai's ring, which isn't gonna help, so I could just replace that one with something else. Light, restore health, 45% knowledge, speechcraft, health, athletic, fortify athletics, but also damage health, no thanks. I think that's gonna be worth it anyway. Force resist with an easy speed, 5 seconds, 5 points. I mean, what does the exclusive one even do? 45 speed, 20 points for 60 seconds. I don't think this is gonna work out. Let me look this up. Because I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to do this by... just fumbling around here. This might actually be the point where I give up, but I would like to at least get past this. This room. Let me see. Avoid the circular saw in the Dome of Cassia. How the fuck would I do that? Let me see. Apparently you need to... There's legitimately no way to get past that other than to just buff your speed. A whole bunch, which obviously I did not prepare for, so... Boy, let me change this. I guess I'm gonna do one more attempt, because I think that all I need at this point is one attempt with the freaking buffs that I have. There's one amulet that's over here. This one. Which I think is gonna help me with that. There's a thief ring or something like that. Thief ring that's gonna help me by doing a cast unused effect. Which it's a pretty small difference, but I guess you still have to cast it. That's kind of dumb. And of course there's a potion, but these are pretty much all the effects that I can stack right now, but I guess I can just do this to 45 speed. There we go. Basically prove that this is as fast as I can get, and even with I can't even outrun those fucking things. How am I gonna be able to outrun this thing? I can get precisely that far before I can actually... before I get killed, but it seems to me there's only gonna be one way for me to do this, so hold on a second. Let me go ahead and come over here and then do this. Oh goodness. This is Richard, Ulysses, and Charlie of the newest hit boy band RUC World Tour. I see. Want to bring out our new hit single Twinkle in Our Eyes, but this weird cartoon group took our initials of RUC. Will you help us find a lawyer to help get the initials from them since they look lame? Oh well. I mean, that would probably be a cool thing for you to do, but... but we would probably have to ask somebody else to find a lawyer. I don't know about anything that I could help you with specifically. But yeah, I think there's pretty much going to be only one thing for me to do at this point. I want to be able to get past this, and that's do this. Okay, let me try this. We're gonna be the Backstreet Boys of 2020, I see.
Nice.
I see that the IRC World Tour has been indoctrinated. That's somehow not entirely surprising to me. Fuck a lot. How do I actually get away from the window? What do I speed? Okay. No, don't show this. Fuck, I don't know, 5? I think it's quantity, then direction, then distance. Yeah. But of course these fuckers are gonna be in the way. Well, I hope that guy would actually stop it and... oh, I have to pick them up separately too, which helps a lot. Well, I guess this is my penance for wanting to do this and use the command line to make it at all possible for me to get past this room. Hold on, so here we go. I think I'm gonna have to wait for another revolution of this thing though to even be able to have a chance. Okay. Here I go. I'm gonna drink all my exclusive 45 speed potions, all 6 of them. That I gained through perfectly legitimate means, as I'm sure you'll agree. Congrats on getting a gimmick I can't follow yet. I know, right? That's what it's all about. Alright, this looks like it might actually be doable with this many. I don't know how I would have known before I came here to bring that many potions, but there we go. I think that's also gonna mark our... the point where we probably leave things over now, or at least might be for a moment. Let me check this other thing in the background. Not seeing any updates for this yet. Let's see. Where's the levers? So I think by the sound of things we're gonna have to do a few puzzles in here, but... uh-oh. I hope that... oh nope. Fucking Christ, really? Apparently if we just hang around here we're just gonna be subjected to more of these guys appearing. That's not nice. Let me go ahead and rest. Did I mess with any of those levers on the side here? Because I don't want to be left here if... apparently that thing is... okay. It's going to be... no? Okay, I think I see the problem here. We need to go through both of those doors, but we can't have them both open at the same time. Oh wait, maybe there was only one of those guys in here. We didn't actually have to... do we have to do speed again? I feel like they wouldn't use the exact same puzzle twice in a row, but... well, there wasn't so much of a puzzle in the last room as it was just literally... just buff yourself to the point that you're able to cheese that, and that's actually the intended solution. Can't say that I'm a particularly big fan of that thing, but... that way of doing things. Certainly we don't have to do that. Do we have to use like telekinesis or something? Or am I thinking of there's a certain other action RPG game where that would be the case? So I feel like that would work better in that game. Yeah, I don't think that would be... I don't even know if we have telekinesis in this, but... yeah, we might have to leave this for a different time. Okay. I think there's more to this room than I care to imagine. Care about. I think it's still with the pipes up there. But I think what I'm going to be doing right now, since I have this other thing in the background that's kind of wanting to deal with at this point. Yes, I want to upgrade this, overwrite this save game, and that's... you pretty much expect this stream to kind of be cut short for. I think I'm actually going to be leaving things off in this room for now. Figure out the puzzle of the pipes when I get back to this room next week, and probably actually be able to finish the thing properly, the expansion properly then, but apparently there's at least a little bit more left. To do there. So I don't think, even if I did want to keep going, I would be able to show that much more of that right now anyway, but yes. I think we're actually going to be living in that room and come back to it on Monday, but tomorrow I will be coming back probably closer to the times that I've been... closer to the time that I've been starting things off at recently. Not this screen, this screen. With more of the 2018, now it can't even like say that new anymore, 2018 Call of Cthulhu game. Which is yet another game. How many games am I playing on stream at the same time that are gonna be like based on actual pen and paper RPG mechanics where you have to do a skill check and roll d20? Just to be able to do something in the game that might actually be required to progress in the game. How many games like that can I be playing at the same time? Because I think there's another game that I'm actually playing. One of the games that I'm playing on my own off stream sometimes is also like that, pretty much. But yeah. I don't think I can do much right now. As far as... what the fuck? Hold on a second. I think my... okay, this is interesting. I think in... one of the windows that I have opened, the follow tab on the left was like glitched out for some reason. But I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and leave off here, and I'm probably gonna be dropping a host to someone who looks like they're playing retro once I stop this. But yes, since I got this other thing in the background, which may or may not be about to start from what I'm seeing here, and that I'm gonna be going to in just a moment, but didn't actually end up overlapping the stream, which I find mildly surprising. I will just say, well, the usual. Well, what I just said pretty much said I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time, or closer to it at least, for more Call of Cthulhu and be trying to beat that game, and then back again trying to beat Morrowind, this expansion on Monday, and probably doing more than the other expansion on Monday and Wednesday next week, but also doing the final set of spooky stuff that I'm doing this month for spooky games, I guess. So bring that back up for just a moment. So, you'll take it easy. I thank everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting, always great whenever people chat, and I will be seeing you later, probably.